a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Merry Christmas, y'all, and welcome to the Charles Norman Show. I know on Facebook and Twitter I told y'all that I was just gonna take a week off this week, and there won't be any shows this week. But I said this at first. I was like, "It's Christmas. It's Christmas week. Do I really need to go on the show?" But I wasn't going to. But then I got bored. I missed the show. Not that I got bored. I missed the show. So we're gonna have two. Like a normal week, we're going to have two shows this week. It's just that they're going to be 2 days apart. So, one show today, which is right now on Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone's having a great Christmas holiday. And then, Saturday, the day before the regular season finale, NFL 2014 regular season finale. It's been that. Like, the season's already over almost. Well, the regular season. Today is a sports-only show today. Really, today's show is about me setting up for my State of the Eagles address, which will happen next week. It's all about the Eagles today. That's all the show is. Sports, Philadelphia Eagles. I got to tell you how I feel. Let's start the show. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. Where did the Eagles go wrong this season? I mean, think about it. We started out 9-3. I just can't even. First of all, let me tell y'all about after the Racing game. Let me tell you about the conversation I had with myself, because somebody asked me, "Why are you an Eagles fan?" I said, "I love these Eagles. I love these Eagles to death." I mean, you see, I'm actually at my desk, sitting at my desk at home right now. And you see, on my desk, I have Swoop, baby Swoop, sitting at my desk with me. So, y'all gonna have to excuse the noise because it's Christmas. The kids are making noise. They did just get a lot of things, and they're excited. But I love the Eagles. I've been an Eagles fan since I was 4. So it wasn't. I was contemplating not being an Eagles fan, but just taking some time away from football, because it's really confusing to me as to how a team could start out 9-3 and then possibly finish 9-7 and 10-6. We don't know what they'll finish, 10-6 or 9-3. I'm just gonna say right here, I'm just gonna lay out the outline for my State of the Union and where we went wrong. This is all the negatives. I know I'm not about being negative. It's Christmas. You guys can call me the Grinch if you want to. I know this is very Grinches. Where we went wrong at, number one, is our lack of adjustments. Our lack of in-game adjustments. The defense, Billy Davis, and that falls right on to Chip Kelly and Billy Davis. The offense did not adjust to each situation like they should have, and the defense didn't adjust to each situation like they should have. I mean, Kerry Williams and Bradley Fletcher, God knows, Billy Davis, what were you doing? Why did it take just even the last 2 weeks? I'm just going to go off the last 2 weeks. Not even Seattle, because Bradley Fletcher even got burnt the Seattle game a couple of times. But why is it that you kept playing one safety back? What was that about? I mean, Bradley Fletcher, first of all, Dez Bryant is a top 5 receiver in the National Football League. Not too many receivers, not too many cornerbacks can cover him by themselves. Damn sure none of the cornerbacks on the Eagles. Why is it that Bradley Fletcher was on him by himself? Why is it that Bradley Fletcher allowed him to score 3 touchdowns? I mean, I know you might have been confident going into the Cowboys game because, we just beat them on Thanksgiving like 2 weeks before using the same scheme. But you couldn't expect them to come out and play the same way. You couldn't have. And Dez Bryant scored 3 touchdowns and you failed to adjust. Bradley Fletcher should not have even been on the field going into this week. But he was. I mean, what is that about? You have Bradley Fletcher and Kerry Williams both playing man on the island by themselves. No safety help. Billy Davis, you should have adjusted, and that's the bottom line. The secondary was completely exposed. And you know what? The last couple of weeks, I have been giving Malcolm Jenkins some real bad stuff, real bad critiques, but it's not. He's the only good thing in that secondary, and he's trying to make plays for all the other four players in the secondary, and it can't work. It won't work. They all have to pull their own weight. He's trying to pull the weight of four other men. I mean, our front seven, even though everybody was like happy about them this year, I think the front seven was really inconsistent this year. Some games would get 5, 6, 7, 8 sacks. Then another game we don't get any sack or no pressure on the quarterback. I don't know if that had something to do with coaching or was it just inconsistent play by the players. But it was our front seven was inconsistent this year. No one on the defense was able to make big plays. We didn't have that big play player. I mean, Malcolm Jenkins made a big play back in week 3 against the 49ers when he caught that pick 6. But other than that, we really didn't have a big play player. Like somebody who could make those big plays, like game-changing big plays. Like game-changer, that's what I should say. We really didn't have the game-changer that we needed. And we needed a game-changer. Like I said, there was plenty of time. The corners were vulnerable. Going back to last week, Deshaun Jackson torched, what's his name, Bradley Fletcher on 2 50-yard passes. You cannot allow that to happen. After the first one, first of all, I didn't think that Bradley should have been in the game. And at this point, we were still in the fight for the playoffs, even though I came out and said before that we shouldn't have made it. But Bradley Fletcher was still out there on the field. And my thing is, you had one of the top corners from the SEC last year, who was a rookie in the NFL this year, and Jalen Watkins, and you had Nolan Carroll II. Why is it that these guys did not get their chances on the outside? Even Brandon Boykin, even though he played like crap in the slot the last couple of weeks, why wasn't he given a chance on the outside? Like, I'm pretty sure they weren't going to do worse than Malcolm Jenkins. Malcolm. What are their names? It's that bad. Bradley Fletcher and Kerry Williams. Kerry Williams is the human penalty, and Bradley Fletcher is the human toaster. And I would be upset if either of them were back this year, along with Billy Davis. All three of them Anthony Allen need to just walk out the door gracefully, get out of here, because you guys were main cause for this debacle. Because we started out 9-3 people. Only 2 other 9-3 teams missed the playoffs since 1990. 2 other teams that started 9-3 missed the playoffs. I mean, in your first 12 games, you won 9 and you only lost 3. Come on. The defensive scheme sucked. If the front didn't get there, I know the front end's got to work with the back end, but that front end didn't get there. The secondary, they were horrible. Horrible. Like, this is not even like a Philadelphia Eagles defense. Like, that wasn't a fly with Jim Johnson on coaching, because he wouldn't let that happen. Now let's turn around and look at how the offense messed up. I think the injuries really did hurt the offense. I think Nick Foles going down was a big blow to the Eagles, and everybody knows that now because
Don't let that door open back here again.
Nick did it.
No, that's Cody Tolan.
Nick was a winner. Really. He's 14-4 as a starter as the Eagles. And then he went to Mark Sanchez, who has not been that impressive his last couple of years. Really. His first 2 years he was excellent, but he had a good defense and a good run game to help him. And he wasn't good. I said it from day one. For everyone who was hyping him up because of the preseason, he's not that good. He's still Mark Sanchez. I'm not going to call him butt fumble because that would be disrespectful, but he's not as good as we thought he would be. Or he should have been, I should say. And he showed us that. The offense, the injuries hurt us, lack confidence. I feel like Sanchez lacked confidence going down the stretch. There was no true leader on the offense. I mean, I would like to say Jason Peters was a leader, but Jason Peters did his fair share of messing up in the last couple of games. Chip Kelly was outcoached the last 3 games. 3 games straight, he was outcoached. And that Seattle game, yeah, the referees were horrendous. Actually, the referees were horrendous the last 3 games. I will give him that. The referees were not good. But you got to find ways around that. Come on, this is the National Football League. The big boys. This is the big boys league, Chip. And you got to find ways around it. The game plan was inconsistent. There wasn't enough balanced football in it. And I've been saying all you guys, actually, on the last show, next week, I'm actually go back through every show. I'm going to put a montage together how many times I said be balanced. I bet you it's probably over 20 times. Over 20 times I probably said be balanced. It's not good. We only had 16 games. Why am I saying it so much and it doesn't happen? We didn't utilize all our players. And that was more for the defense. I don't know why I got that down on offense. Because offense utilized everyone who needed to be out there. We did stay true to the up-tempo. You can go back to the Arizona game where Chip was out-coached. Usually we're like snapping the ball like that. It's only 23 seconds per play. There's no reason why Chip Kelly, who your offense is most successful when they have the defense on their heels going fast. Why is your team snapping the ball at 5 seconds on the play clock? Snap the ball like you usually do with 20-plus seconds on the play clock. That hurt us in the Arizona game. I'm telling you, that hurt us. The offense was not efficient enough. Just like everyone's mad at Cody Parkey for missing field goals, I was actually happy that Cody Parkey missed the field goals because we need to get the ball in the end zone. You don't win games by just kicking field goals. It just doesn't happen, really. Come on. We weren't efficient on third downs in the red zone. That has to change. We left way too many points on the field. Going back to the special teams were phenomenal all year up until week 12 when the explosiveness just died. After that Josh Huff kickoff, the explosiveness on special teams died. Our starting field position on kickoffs, kick returns were not good. Cody Parkey, I think he was a very bright spot. Everybody lay off of him. He was a really good bright spot this season. He is playing hurt with an injured groin, and that is probably hurting him right now. Darren Sproles was also amazing. He made the Pro Bowl. And first of all, before I move on, those people who talk about the Pro Bowl and being mad that only 5 Eagles made the Pro Bowl, I don't give a damn how many Eagles made the Pro Bowl, because everyone made the playoffs. You can only win the Super Bowl by getting through the playoffs, not playing in the Pro Bowl. Just so you know, the Super Bowl players don't play in the Pro Bowl because they're busy playing in the Super Bowl. I'm just letting you guys know that. The kick and punt return coverage was stellar this season, and that's all I'm going to leave you with, guys, today. I won't go in depth more about this stuff next week on our what's it called? The State of the Eagles. That might actually be its own episode. I may have 3 episodes next week. 4 actually, because we have a New Year's special when I'll be talking to you guys on New Year's, probably from 11:50 until the New Year actually comes in, or right before the New Year actually starts. I won't be with you guys then. So I'm in my room. I cleaned off my desk. The show's over, and I found the complete collected poems of Maya Angelou. And you know, I read them all already before, but because I left this here and I wanted to take it to school with me, but I forgot it. And now we got it, and we're definitely going to use it. We only got about, I think this should show, what show is this? 33. We got 17 left. And this part, and then we're going to take a little break. Well, we'll explain that later on. Alright, guys, I hope everyone's having that's our show for today. I hope everyone's having a happy holiday. Merry Christmas. All the kids are on break. I hope everyone's Christmas was what they wanted it to be. I want everybody to know that Christmas is not about gifts. It's about way more than gifts. Like Michael Jackson said, and Dale Jackson filed up on the Housetop song. His brother says, Michael, you only want toys and stuff. He said, yeah, but that's not half enough. What I want is more than that. And he said, what's that? Love and peace for everyone. Love and peace. Be peaceful. You're loving with your family. Spend as much time with your loved ones as you can. Be blessed. Enjoy the time, because you will not always have that time with your loved ones. So take advantage of it. Don't worry about the material things. Worry about the things that you can do with your family. And that's love. Love is the greatest gift that you can give around this time of year. Alright, everybody. That's our show for today. It's over. See you later, everybody.